I thought I knew onions. There's one thing about them that changes the whole game. Wait till you hear about this one. Mother Nature's got some sneaky tricks up her sleeve. We're gonna break it right down to the nutrient that's gonna affect the flavor. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what nutrient is going to help them grow a bigger bulb, exactly which one is gonna make the foliage, and exactly which one is going to help your onions store over winter. It's also important when you put these nutrients in, based on the life cycle of the plant. Who knew? If you're new here, I'm Michelle. I've got a science degree and I teach evidence-based gardening. Whew. This bit is for mega keeners or experienced gardeners. I'm gonna get a little more in depth on the nutrient bit. There's not a lot of root. Because there's not a lot of root to start with. Start off with some nutrients so that you get those strong roots, and then nitrogen, nitrogen, nitrogen. You want as much strong foliage as you possibly can get. Then as soon as you see that bulb form, back off the nitrogen. If you're feeding it nitrogen while it's trying to form a bulb, the bulb will be like, well, thanks for the nitrogen. I guess I'm supposed to make leaves now. But you don't want it to focus on leaves. So for the best chance of a big bulb, calcium and phosphorus at the beginning and a little bit throughout the leaf growth, nitrogen throughout the leaf growth, some potassium and some sulfur. They are heavy sulfur feeders, and let me tell you why. Oh my God, it is so fascinating. So do you remember back in like grade 11 chemistry, maybe even grade 8, I can't remember, but when you're learning about the cell and what the cell looks like, it's like this circle blob thing and all these little like circle blobby things, and there's something called a vacuole. Remember the vacuole? It like carries stuff. So inside your onion cell, there's a vacuole, and inside that vacuole, there's a little enzyme called alliinase. When it reacts with sulfur, which is floating around in that cell, so like, you cut your onion open, right? And the alliinase reacts with the sulfur. That's what makes you cry. Isn't that so cool? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, but why did we need to know that? Because if you feed these guys a lot of sulfur while their bulbs are forming, that onion's gonna have more allium in it. That's the same stuff that makes your onion taste strong. Okay, so you don't want a strong tasting onion. Then don't add the sulfur. Another reason why the sulfur is good, because the more of the sulfur-containing enzyme allium, the more disease-resistant it's gonna be. You know what that means for the winter? It's gonna store well. But there's one more thing that helps it store well. That's right, potassium. Potassium regulates the stomata in the plant. Stomata is like the leaf's nostrils. Potassium, does that make sense? It makes sense to me. Potassium opens and closes the stomata of the plant. Well, obviously with oxygen-carbon dioxide exchange, also helps with water retention, water regulation. You're gonna close off the vents. It's gonna keep the water in there. It helps the plant's cells inside structurally to be able to withhold more water. So you're gonna end up with a bigger, crispier onion. And again, it's also gonna help it store better because those onion cells are a lot stronger. They're not gonna shrivel up on you. We need big, thick, healthy, moist, strong cellular structure. We don't want them shrivelly, like a raisin. Get those seeds started inside now, and I wish you a happy harvest.